I was a victim of scam by a VR chat avatar creator. I never have made a serious confession like this in my social media life, but I felt like now is the time to show you what happened that made this happen, and would like to warn users from VR chat and in real life to be ever cautious and careful when dealing with these situations. It all happened when a TikTok user from Nigeria, who will be anonymous, friended me, and out of the blue told me that they can create my model perfectly for VR chat. It's always been my dream to have a furry avatar for the longest. After talking, they told me that I needed Discord to discuss with them any further. That was before everything wasn't so sketchy. Then we proceeded with the planning. It all went like this. I told him my features for my avatar with the best of my ability, since I didn't have a reference sheet to make it like they thought it would. After that, they told me that $50 would be enough to make my IT, but then out of nowhere they asked for another $250 for some reason, which was now $300. I was shocked and confused as to why they would to that, but I went and spent that in their Fiverr page. Again, that was before I was too oblivious to realize the scam. That doesn't stop here. He then told he would add more features on the model, like go-go locomotion and texturing, which resulted me to spend around $150 to $300. I thought that was reasonable, but still, I then paid him with that money, like the oblivious customer I am. I've sent him the money through the friends and family option in PayPal, and from the Cash App, where the app sensed that this may be an active scam. But here's when things get too uncomfortable for me. He did send me snippets of my model, where it was nowhere near what it would be. But to be fair, I don't know if that's on me, since I never had a reference sheet on me. But the problem is that they pushed me to spend more money on, not for my avatar, but use it to buy Bitcoin and send it to him. I thought it was for tipping or profiting value for supporting him, so I went along with it and made a Bitcoin account on Cash App and PayPal, and spent like $50 to $100 of my money for that. But it just doesn't get more uncomfortable for me. He then sent me money from other customers they were dealing with, and made me use it to buy Bitcoin and send it to them. None of the transactions worked, as it was cancelled for security purposes, which got me a little frightened. It suspected it was breaking terms of service for someone who came to me had no business with for my needs. They then showed me a plethora of solution. After too many Bitcoin transactions, completed and failed, my Cash App account was closed and my PayPal account restricted. I was afraid that I have done something wrong with working with him, so I finally figured out he was taking advantage of me. Then he sent me his own money for me, almost $400, to force me to buy Bitcoin and send to him for the last time. But I couldn't buy Bitcoin with it, and he sent me other apps where I could send Bitcoin. I couldn't even send the money back to him with those apps. I now was laundering money from him that I want gone for my banking account. I thought that I've been a victim of an illegal act or some sort of scam. It has been eating me alive since I had playing from his hand for the longest. After all this, my mum noticed the suspicious act we were doing and told me that I've been involved in a scam. She saw the transactions, she saw the activity from my accounts, and as scared as I was, I then showed her what happened thus far from Discord. She told them, why couldn't he have done this themselves? And I've even told him this specifically before my parents noticed the fraudulent activity. To never do anything like this, nor to talk to me again, and asked me to block him. We are now resolving what to do with the $400 on my bank account now. I do not want anything to do with that money and want it gone. She is now mad and upset of what has happened, and I've pretty much deserved this after what has happened. I am literally frightened and anxious of life now because of that, and that experience will be in my mind for a long time now. My mental health was already deteriorating this year, and I've seen and went through worse. This year was already hell for me, but this was an all-time low for me, and that it was all my fault and want to never go through this again. I am a good, young person who did not see that coming, and now I fear what will happen to me now that I've made this so hectic and unnerving than it already was. I don't even want the model anymore. Rather, I want this to be back to normal, and to never look back at this. I should have cut ties with him a long time ago, but I was just too stupid not to realize that. I don't know what will happen to me from here on. but I pray and hope that this situation is resolved and never look back at this again. If there's anything that can help me with this problem I'm facing right now, or if you want me to be more specific with what I'm facing, any comments is wholly welcome, as this is the first time I've been in a crisis, and I want to resolve this situation by any means necessary.